Welp. Hi, Colleen. I'm recording off this iPhone because my shockwave for my webcam keeps crashing, unfortunately. Well, so this really sucks. Anyway, if you're wondering what I'm wearing a Snuggie. It's a bit nippy in my room, and the heat doesn't work too well in Clemson House. This is a very old building. But anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and start this answering your questions. So, anyway, to describe the 5 main characters of the fable, Fred is more like a quiet background individual. He's the observer, so he's the one who actually observes the change, but he doesn't actually know how to voice it. So, which is why he goes to Alice, who's the next person, who's more the aggressive, like, go-getter. She keeps everything in order, and she's pretty adaptable. And she's open to hearing people's ideas. So, I think it's more of a... She's more one of those people who seeing is believing. She's not going. You can't just come to her with a theory and expect her to just go to the front lines for you. She actually has to see what you're talking about for her to even believe you. And then she'll come up with a tactful way to persuade others. Buddy, well, let's face it, he's not the brightest crayon in the box. So he's more the charismatic people person. He does what's best for the community, basically. And if there's a need for change that you feel is just so great for the community, then he's going to go to bat for you. So you always need people like that on your team who's just down for the cause. The professor is more in his own world, but he's very logical. He comes up with the feasible plan for accomplishing the change. Like, he comes up with the actual concept and process. And Lewis is more just a team leader to oversee everyone, but he makes the final decisions. Like, whatever he says almost kind of goes. Next part, NoNo, the part he pretty much played in the story, he was the pessimist in the story completely. He said no to just everything, why his name was NoNo. Like, I wish he would just say yes to something. But people like NoNo are actually kind of beneficial at times because they push your buttons. Like, they're going to keep saying no, 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 but they're actually going to empower you and light that fire under you to actually accomplish your idea, what you think needs to be changed, what you think needs to be done. So it's empowering for you to actually prove them wrong. They're the doubters that you want to prove wrong. In real life, I've never had to use this in real life, even in my CDA position. Maybe a few times in real life, but this question says to my CDA position. I've never had to use it in my CDA position. I never had a no out the group. Most of my staff, fortunately, is pretty like-minded. But if I had to, I would say it would probably more, I think it would come more so from maybe like a programming idea, which you think is just great for the community or something, may not be. Like, let's say if I lived in a community that was real sports oriented, like competition on all the floors, like everybody likes sports, and I want to plan a program that's like paint with poetry, it may not go that well. I would have to actually prove why I think painting with poetry is beneficial, versus having another sports program like dodgeball or basketball, or like a 3-on-3 basketball tournament or something. The next question, what's my take on forming a group or committee to analyze the situation and then look into possible solutions? Well, I think it was a good idea that they did that, because my whole mantra, my belief is teamwork makes the dream work. Norris used to say it all the time when I first met him in Lightsey, and it's just kind of been what I've kind of lived by, because it's true. Even on the RA staff, we're a team, even to pull off building my programs, you need everybody on the team. Or if you want to make a change somehow, you need everyone on the team. So I think it was a great idea to get a team together to create the change or start making the change process. The team's not supposed to be large. If you have a large team, then you have too many opinions, you'll have more no-nos, it's just not beneficial. It's not productive at all. You need just a small set team, and then you need minions kind of after that to help do some of the dirty work, some of the more grimy work. Not that people are minions or anything. I just like Despicable Me. But I think it was a good idea. I don't think you should conquer a task by yourself. I think you need a team because your idea may be not the best, for kinder words. It may not be the best idea, so you need to run it by some people first and then form a team who are kind of like-minded to you for like the same cause, but but the team should have different strengths, kind of what the team that they put together was. Everyone came together for a common cause, but everybody had different strengths, like they can play to their own strengths. For the next question, how can you reduce complacency and increase urgency within your own community? Quick, successful results work all the time. And flyers or emails everywhere, when you hound people, people listen. I've learned that. It's easy. Well, it's not easy to do. It's actually tedious work. But hounding people works, because if you annoy them enough, and it's going to be stuck in your head, if you see one more flyer, you see one more door hanger, you see one more bulletin board, you get one more email, you hear one more announcement from your RA or CDA, whoever, it's going to be heard. Like, your voice is going to be out there. It doesn't matter, even outside of housing, it doesn't matter what organization you're in. If you hound people enough, they're going to remember. I think and showing quick results to whatever your change is, like positive results now, if it's going to be the death of you if you have a negative result. But even if you do have a negative result, though, you should still try to fight for a positive. Don't let it discourage you. You should probably just let it come back with hopefully the next do it again, hopefully be like a positive result. But that's pretty much it. You just want to get into the mind of others, and I think it helps decrease complacency. And I think if you're the person who came up with oh yeah, we need to change, then you yourself shouldn't get complacent, because if you get complacent, then everybody else is too. It's kind of like monkey see, monkey do. So you need to still be, okay, something may not work out, don't be that discouraged. You can be discouraged, but please bounce back quick. If